So you're trying to buy your way to being a better bike rider? How's $2,000 or maybe even three? A new power meter, guys? That'll definitely help our performance. How's $2,000, huh? Biking is so damn expensive, it pains my soul. Some people want to try and buy their way to being a better biker. A new set of wheels. How's $2,500 for you? If you weren't a Wall Street banker or an NBA player, you might not have that cash. So are there ways, guys, to buy your way to a better performance without going into bankruptcy? There absolutely are, guys. I want to go through today, guys, 5 little things that I use on a daily basis, things that are cheap, under $30, that are going to absolutely help you improve as a bike rider. Let's get right down to business. First one, guys, an eye mask and a pair of earplugs. Your sleep is your responsibility. Sleeping is when we harvest all the gains, all that hard work we've done while we are training is harvested at night, guys, while we're sleeping. It is absolutely the 10 out of 10 most important thing. Sleeping well, that is the way to gains. But unfortunately, there are a lot of things that can negatively affect, a lot of external factors that can negatively affect our sleep quality. Your girlfriend's snoring at night. There's a bunch of noise in the room. You're sleeping on the side of a street that's super busy. Buy yourself an eye mask, buy yourself a pair of earplugs, and never go anywhere without them. We're doing a lot of traveling every single night, regardless of where we are, regardless of what is happening in our environment. Bring these with you and your sleep quality is going to be better. You obviously help us recover better, help us harvest those gains and become stronger the next day. All right, guys, next one is this really simple food weighing scale. A ridiculously cheap and easy item to find, guys. And yeah, a lot of people are going to think that this is weight loss driven, that we're gonna use this tool to help us control our weight. But you could not be more incorrect with this assumption, guys. The only reason we want to use this is to make sure that we are getting enough of those essential carbohydrate calories in. If we are simply going around and serving ourselves a portion of our food, eyeballing our portions, we have no idea how many carbohydrates we are getting in with that portion, guys. That's it. We only want to use this as a gauger to make sure that we know that, yes, we just ate 400 calories of carbohydrate. We just took in 100 grams of carbohydrate. So really simple, guys. A lot of the pros do it. It's a great way. Again, has nothing to do with weight loss or being obsessed with your food. It's only a tool to help ensure that we're getting enough calories in. If you did a big ride on Saturday and you got another one tomorrow, you need to make sure that you are taking in a lot of those carbohydrates. So you take your food and instead of just eyeballing yourself a portion of oatmeal, okay, we got 100 grams here. That's gonna give us 50 some carbs. You weigh out 100 grams. Really simple, guys. Doesn't take a genius to be able to use this tool, obviously, but I really think it can be a good way to ensure that we're never going to end up short on those carbohydrates, short on those calories. Next one, guys, is about the cleats on your riding shoes. It is very, very important that we go changing these periodically, a lot more often than we think we need to do. This is what happens, guys. These cleats wear out and we don't even realize that they're getting worn out, because it's not until you go and you change your cleats out and then you clip in for the first time and you're like, damn, these feel really sturdy, really stable. I feel like there's no play in there. I was actually using a pair of cleats that was way, way, way worn out. So the thing is, guys, if we have a worn out pair of cleats, like unfortunately mine are right here, you are losing efficiency. If there's play in there and your foot's moving around and it's all wiggly, you're losing watts with that pedaling efficiency, straight up. And it's dangerous for our knees. Our joints don't like that wiggliness, that unstableness in there. So guys, it's really important that we go changing our cleats a couple times a year, more often than we think we need to do. It's going to help our efficiency. It's going to reduce our injury risk. And it's gonna make us go faster on the bike. It's a cheap thing to do. Swing by your local bike shop. They'll have them for 15, 20 bucks, depending on what type of cleat you're using. But definitely be changing those more often than you think. Next one, guys, vitamin D. A lot of people know that we synthesize this vitamin through contact with sunlight, but this is the thing, guys. During the winter, like I said, unless you live literally on the equator, we are straight up incapable of synthesizing this vitamin as human beings. So what does that mean? You're probably freaking low on it. And guess what, guys? You might not be feeling like you're on death's door if you're low on vitamin D, or you might. I had it once and I felt really, really weak for a while until I got my levels up. But this is the thing, if you're low, your body straight up is not working at its max capacity. So guys, get yourself a little cheap bottle, a cheap jug of this vitamin D. So important, guys. It negatively affects so many things in our body if we're low on this vitamin. Guys, I guarantee you, straight up, you're probably low on this vitamin. Try and buy it from a brand that is certified, so you're not gonna have a doping positive. It's going to help our sleep, it's going to help our recovery, help so many things, like I say, and it's literally $10, $7, $8 to get a little jug of this vitamin D, and it's going to absolutely help us perform and recover better. The last one of the day, guys, is this beauty hand sanitizer. Now, you are brilliant, Keegan, for recommending this. We have never heard of such a thing after COVID. What is hand sanitizer? I am always appalled by how many people who are so dialed with so many things in their cycling, and then they go and they touch the doorknob at the store with thousands of millions of people who have touched that doorknob that day, and then they go and they immediately after start eating something with those hands, and I'm thinking, do you have any idea what you have just done? Straight up, like, guys, germs obviously, guys, have the potential to ruin a week. I just came off a cold myself, and it sucked, and it ruined my entire week of training. What should you guys do? Never let your hands touch your food or your face or anything without them being clean. Now, a lot of times we don't have access to soap and water, so go around with that hand sanitizer, have that around. You know, if you're out and about eating with your buddies and there's no bathroom or no way to wash your hands, you know, smash your little hand sanitizer. If you're coming back from the store, you're driving in your car, before you dig into those snacks you bought, smash your little hand sanitizer. Lessen your risk of getting a cold, which is the ultimate murderer of all games for a cyclist, guys. A small little cold, obviously, is well capable of stopping us dead in our tracks and ruining a week of possible gains. So let's just try and avoid that at all costs. Again, you can buy these things for 2 freaking cents at the store. Might as well do it. I know we look a bit weird and a bit germophobic, but we're putting in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of investment into our sports. So might as well try and do all these 5 things that I've mentioned that are super cheap, and we're just going to get the most out of our sport, which is what we want, guys, in the end. So yeah, so guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, shoot me a like, give me a subscription, and next one, hopefully we'll be back outside if it ever stops raining.